Nunchucks. Okay. So, again, we're just in the testing phase of this, so hopefully you guys are getting this. Hopefully everyone's coming out. I don't know how the iPhone's working with using our new thing with Streamlabs. Hopefully we'll be able to do this. We'll be able to see comments and so on. But if not, this is just double checking. It is recording. Yes, it is recording. Okay, good. So we're going to review what we were doing the other day. All right. Starting off first, I'm going to bring you over just a little bit here. Okay. So we're in here. We're going to start first just with that angular motion. Remembering that we're bringing it from thumb to the shoulder, back to the hip. Okay. If you watch Amy going, she's rotating with it. The knees are moving together. Okay? Thumb to the hip, not over the top, not behind the back. You don't want to get hit by the chucks. Okay? So keep them tight. First one, keep the elbow welded. This is your close line. Good. Hopefully we got the sound. Well, this is just on standard sound right now, so I'm going to be speaking loud. Good. All right, let's push it forward. Okay? That means when I'm pushing it forward, I'm pushing it with the elbow, not striking over. That's what we call casting, okay? When we're doing here, we want that power strike. It doesn't go above my head. It doesn't really go much above their chin. That's all I really need is the chin or temple. Okay, boom. So push it forward. Push it forward, bring it back in. Let's go a long one, then a short one. Push it long, short, good. Let's go 10s. Short. 2. Short. 3. Short. Good. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Good. Push the elbow out. One more. Boom. And catch it on your hip. Woo. Okay, and remember when we caught it, close to the metal, thumb should be able to touch the top, okay? We're in here. This time we're holding it like a sword. So as we get this, I want you to roll your hand under, okay? When I put this on my hip, I want to roll the hand under so I've got sort of the back of my hand touching my hip, all right? This is so that later on when we teach weapons with the swords, you're turning it so the blade is facing up, and when it comes out, it's ready to cut, okay? So, I'm here, turn the palm up. We're gonna pull it all the way out to the end. And as it comes out, the thumb comes back to our shoulder, okay? So we're coming back in. So it's going out, back in, all right? If I add a little bit of a, not leaning way over, but a slight transfer of weight as I'm doing this, out, bring the weight back, okay? You can practice first catching it under your arm, right here if you like, or you can just be able to catch it under your armpit. That takes a little more practice, okay? So let's start reverse this time. So we're gonna catch it under our arm, bring it back in. Catch it under the arm, bring it back in, okay? Drain all the way out. Let's snap out, snap back, okay? Snap it out, snap it back, okay? Try it without using that arm. Bring it back down, catch it. You got it? Good. Yeah. Strike out, back under. You want that elbow in. Again, as I said, when we get into combat, if I'm using the top one, that elbow should be in the line inside of my wrist, not this way, right? Look at all that opening left there. Look at all that target. I want that elbow inside, so if something's coming in to attack, I'm in behind that, all right? So I've got that strike, boom, elbow in. If later I'm deciding to use the lower one, then I want to strike with the base hand here, with the base elbow. Okay, so let's go here. We got this. We've done this before, so we're going to switch. Let's go from the long here to short. Long, short, one more time, then catch it. Long, short, catch it. Bring it out, catch it, bring it back, catch it under the armpit. Bring it out. Catch it, good. All right, let's try a couple under the armpit. Boom. Good. Here. In. Whoops. And if you miss it, that's fine, right? We're then going to what we did last time is we're going to bring this upward and over. Again, the web of your hand goes in and catches by the metal. As I come up, catch it. Notice how the elbow tilts into the center. Tilt. Good. This isn't tilting by leaning, okay? And leaning, the tilt is by rotation. Rotation. I could shoot, I could put either one into the center here. Okay, good, very nice. Get that. So rotate your center. Try to keep your head close to as still as you can. You'll have a little bit of a rock, okay? Switch stances if you can. So you want to go from your front, back stance, middle stance. Still get that rotation. That's how you're going to be able to pick up your speed because you won't be hitting yourself, okay? If you have like wider clothes and you don't do that rotation, you could get hung up in your jacket or your clothes. So you need that rotation and slight moving of the hips. All right, back into our body roll now. So we're going up here, body roll. So from the shoulder, we're going to the hip, drag it across the hip, back up to the shoulder. Got it?
Yep.
Okay, hip, hip, shoulder. Hip, hip, shoulder, good. And remember, this is about like your own personal sort of expression doing this. And I expect that you guys try this both hands just for at first. We're just doing single. We'll get into double chucks as we go. Good, hip, hip, up. Good. Last time we added the leg, so let's add the leg into this. So boom, boom, up, hip. Good, very nice. I see you doing it, good. Okay, right? Hip, hip, up, leg, leg, back, back, up, okay? So it goes hip, hip, up. You don't have to stop it there. Leg, leg, hip, hip, up. Body roll. Up, hip, hip, up. Go 10, 1. Oh, I got snagged. Up. 2, good. 3, good. You with it?
Yeah.
4, good. Up. Good. Good, very nice. Yeah. Up, leg, leg. Yep, yep, up. 3 more. Let's get them going. Here we go. 2 more. 1 more.
Oh.
Got it? Good. Back into our uppercuts. So this is kind of like standardly a sort of neutral position. Right? And if you're looking in a screen mode or you're looking at any weapon things, you want to find something like positions where you can be neutral and able to move your weapon and change in motion. Okay? These body rolls will be magic for you once you learn how to use them. Okay? This type of stuff. All right, let's go back in. So last time we started with learning this pass over the hand. Okay, so on this, you're starting close to the chain again. Okay, I'm gonna come close here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna flip the chain over the hand. Then you're gonna turn the hand down, flip it back up. Okay, from here, we flip it back over the hand, hand switches down, flip it over. Again, over the hand, back, down, flip it over. Over the hand, back, down, flip it over. As you get it, it's like this. You'll notice that there's a little lift as I go on the chain. Not a big lift, but just to help it go over. The other thing you'll see here is my hand opens up wide to allow the chain to go through. Okay? I want to give it a nice wide grip. See how it's going? Back and forth. Good, very nice.
Oops.
You getting that?
This way, yeah.
Oh, you got it. You got it. All right, so here, let's start from the shoulder, okay? We're gonna swing it down over the hand. We'll catch it here.
Where are we?
All right, I'll face you. On the shoulder. You swing it down over the hand, catch it, flip it. Swing it over to the other hip, over the hand, catch it, flip it. Good. Swing to the hip, over, catch it. Pull it across. Swing to the hip, over, catch it. Okay, see how that's working? Over the hip, catch it. Over the hip, catch it. Over the hip. Good. Very nice. Pull, catch. Swing, catch. Pull, catch. Now these are just what we call transitional moves because I can add extra little moves in between that to make it look really cool. All right? But as long as you get that first one, you can really change these around. Boom. So it's here, all right? And then later you can start adding switches. Okay. So you got that first one. That's good.
I got a little bit,
okay.
yeah, I'm ready.
Boom. Here. Good. Then you do it on the one side. Over. Just let the swing go. So if I'm just doing one side, let it swing. Oh, here. And you can bring it across. All right, good. So we had a question from one of our patrons here, and actually not patrons yet, subscribers. We are going to be doing Patreon, setting that up. We don't know how long this lockdown's going to be. I hope that you guys come in and check out as we're doing and developing this new San Diego Trainers Alliance through VA Healing. Okay, it's vahealing.com/virtual-wellness. Okay, and if you go in, you use the code Greg. That'll give you either a free week if you like, or a 5-week test for $6, and see if you like it. If you do, great. If not, we also have the Patreon and Subscribe Star that we'll be adding in the future. All right, thank you. Okay, so this one here. So we're now into this grip. So I've gone from my spin grip. When I switch, I'm gonna slide down. I want the one, if I'm right-handed, okay, this is my control hand. I'm gonna pull until I get down and I lock off right here. See how I've got that? So this is not loose here, we're not loose. You don't want like all this rattling stuff, okay? You want it nice and tight. You want to have a good grip. I want the pressure pushing up, okay? So pressure is going this direction, and I've got a nice grip. Still, the primary finger is going to be that middle finger, okay? This bottom one, and if you like the second one under, either one, whichever you feel stronger with, becomes the lockdown. Okay, so I'm going here. I like it a little longer right now. Okay, so from here, we're going through those first four angles of attack. So we went here. 1, to the hip. Okay, we brought it up. 2. Let's bring this back to the shoulder. 1, okay? Even though the elbow comes out for a minute before you shoot out, okay? So even if the elbow comes up out here in any way, okay? If I throw from the hand, she throws towards me from the outside elbow, she's gonna go. Now she did, she tucked her elbow in. But if you threw outside from the elbow, I'm gonna go right through onto it, okay? So if I come out here,
I don't want to practice with
this is
it
gonna
out.
come straight down on me, and with weapons, she who hits more is going to win, all right? So as we're in here, even though it may come out and swing out, elbow leads. Elbow leads your cut. Elbow leads your cut, okay? Now a couple ways you can go. We can swing through, snap through. There's like a squash, badminton strike, ping pong, okay? Put that little onto it, okay? One is to drive and press through. The other one is to chip it, okay? Another variation might be to bounce off, which we call a tick. Okay, so your choice. It doesn't matter how I'm coming at this. This is just the angle of attack. Okay, so if you're looking at me, I'm coming for a beginning. I may be coming if I'm looking to do a knockout type stuff. If I'm looking for a quick finish, I should actually be going my first strikes, and all strikes to me should be through the eyeballs, okay? But for practice, if you're working on dummies, angle of the neck so you don't rip the bobs like I did previously when I was doing it to the eyes. So here, okay, boom, back to the shoulder. Thumb doesn't go behind, I'm not reaching up, okay? Boom, back to the shoulder. Now back up a little bit so you can see now. Now we had the 3 and 4s were the upward X. Notice that rotation, this is what the chucks teach. Don't be stiff here and going like this, okay? Elbow has to come in across that solar plexus, up. You come through, the elbow goes into the center, lift. It's the upward X, goes back to the thumb to the hip, boom, turns over, up, good, here, rotate, elbow driving for your target, elbow going for, okay? So let's go to the 4. I don't care which way you want to do it, I suggest you practice it every variation you can think of, okay? So first 4, we're going to use the X patterns. So we got the downward X, comes back to the shoulder, boom. Okay, we're going back through the upward X, back to the shoulder, okay? Downward X, upward X, back to shoulder, downward, upward, shoulder, get that thumb to touch, boom, thumb to touch, boom, here, okay? As I'm going here, I should still be dragging that thumb. That's why that elbow on this one, as I'm making the change, gets out a little bit. But that allows that my elbow from that thumb touch to bring my elbow up into center line with these upward X's. Okay, back to the shoulder. So we're here. Here we also had the bounce off. You're with tick, so you're bouncing off back to your hip, come up this way, here. And this is what we call the 4 corners. So you have the X pattern, you have the 4 corners. Wow, that sun's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Holy fuck. Okay, so we got here. 1, 2, let's bounce off on this one. 1, 2, bounce back up to the hip, up through, okay? One more time, 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, good. Now let's try with the chucks, all right? So we got 1, comes back in with the body roll, all right? So that's our angle 1. For angle 2, we gotta come from here. So we went 1, boom, boom, up. 2, we can pull it over the neck, right? So the hand goes behind the head, grabs. This is cocked, okay? 2, boom. Back to the body if you like, good. It's your choice on how you bring it back. There's lots of ways of doing it, all right? Wow, sun's right in your eyes, huh? Boom, 1,
It's good.
2, bring it back. 3 could be to this side or to that side. So 3 just being those bottom 2, your slash blocks. Okay, just so you go here, so your slashes. 3, boom, 4, bang, right, bring it back. So just as it strikes, 1. If I come here, I can do it without having a second hand. 2, boom, here. I can go 3 here, 4 here, and I bring it back in. So 1, up, 2, if I want to go to this side, 3, 4, okay? Don't go straight down on your angles, keep the angles going. Bring them in.
So I can do it with you?
All right, 1, up, around the neck, 2, okay? So say you want to take this side, you bring it back, 3, take out 4, and then bring it back to yourself, okay? You can go the opposite, 3, 4. So you got 1. Whoops. My bad. 1. Boom. Here. Bring it around. These are called umbrellas. All right. Strike. 2. If I want to immediately hit 3, I can hit 3 here. Go back to 4. Good. All right. Let's add the blocks with that. So we got 1. Boom. Okay. We're down here. We could either bring it up like this if we can catch it, or we can bring it up on the forearm if we're in motion. Just using that as a rolling shield right there. It comes around, strikes. We're gonna catch the number 2. Here's your number 2 block. Okay, you should be able to look through that hole. See my eye through the hole? That's where you want to be, covering that center line. Okay, like a protect right here. This comes around the head, back out. Yeah, I'm gonna go this side now. So I'm gonna see a strike coming in. I'm gonna slash that strike, right? Roll it back through with a counter strike. So when I get this, a couple ways you can do this. I can, like when I come through, I'm slashing this to the hip and right back in. So it's just your 3, right? 4, we don't go over the head. 4, we just angle, snap, back in. Snap, lean uppercut back in. So we'll stick with those ones right now. Okay, so we're here. So we're gonna start with the strike, lift it up. You can catch it this way, you could be holding it this way, you can roll it off. The umbrella rolls around the head. You make an invisible umbrella around your head. You strike, use that hip to bring it back. You here, number 2 block, okay? Right here, getting behind it. If this just happens to be here and I'm checking with this hand, that's great too, okay? We bring it around, okay? Strike. I'm gonna go this side for 3, boom, strike it back, okay? Or I can spin it, and we'll show you this later, but as I'm coming around, I can hook onto something. So if I have somebody, I don't want to do it here, but later as you're doing stuff, okay, those chucks will wrap around the stick, the weapon, okay? So as I'm going, these lock positions that you can create right here, as you see this lock, that's what those spins do, is they catch the weapon. And I can actually catch and return the weapon to them, okay? Here we go. Good. All right, so a couple more times, we're gonna go through that. Bring it back up. Okay, strike through to the body. 2 block, around the head, strike, back up. This time let's hit the 3 on this side. Smash, back up under their chin.
Oops.
Right? So I've got that. I can spin it.
Show me that one again, because
Right? I can either bring it to the hip. So when this one comes through, on a pull through, I still stop at the back of my butt. I'm not going way out there. I want to attach. Boom. Okay? From here, I pull that uppercut right up under their chin. So I've got bang here, or I can let it wrap the weapon and ring it back at them. Right?
Yeah.
Okay? So you got 3. Back up under them. Good. Turn, visualize that weapon coming at you, smash it. 4. Now when I'm visualizing, I have different distances, okay? I can be looking at hitting it within the nunchuck, all right? If I'm looking at a slicing thing, right, something a little sharp or whatever in a combat nunchuck, what I would be doing is the tip of the chuck is aimed for slicing, grain cuts, okay? This metal, if you want to do it, is going to give a nice sort of your beautiful impact point, okay? Tip of the chuck is also looked for spearing. If I'm spearing here, see, I can spear somebody with that stuff, all right? So slicing, tip of the chuck, spearing, by base of the chuck, okay? I mean the tip of the chuck or the base, it is the base as well. And when I'm hitting here with the metal, okay, that's like when I really want to drive somebody, hit them with this section of the metal and let that weapon wrap into them, okay? Now, if I'm really trying to defend myself, I may be stepping down and I could use this portion of the metal as my defense, which allows the chuck to turn similar to a tonfa. So hold that together. That's the chuck. All right, just simulate, bring it out wide. Okay.
Shouldn't let it go.
Just reach out. Okay. So if I'm hitting here, that's the slice through the face. Okay. If I'm hitting here, I would use this portion of the chuck to aim at the hand, to defang. Okay. So I'd be hitting with that metal, which if she backs that hand out, gives that extra length to get to the hand. If she's coming at me, I'm going to be using this portion of the chuck to let this go either this way or this way as I'm striking. Okay? So, different sections of the chucks. Now, we did have a question about from an escrimador, okay, or Calista. As we're here, she's coming in. Now, what happens? Can you use disarms with the chucks? Yes, you can use, whoops, foam chucks. Okay, so we'll come up a little closer. Say somebody grabs, I'm going to just go through this, glance through this. She grabs a hold of my wrist now for free hand, okay? You can use your chin up. So I can go here, okay? Chop the hand, she'll tell you she's going down, knees and everything go in. Okay, I'll back it up, okay? She grabs here. Again, I can control that person in all kinds of stuff, okay? Grabs again, okay? Chucks go around.
Oh, yeah.
And I can now control here.
You don't want that.
See that? Okay? So there's all kinds of ways. If the chuck is striking in, okay, I've got disarms that I can do. Chuck striking in. And we'll get into all these disarms, striking down low angle. Okay? We've got these. Coming back here. I can disarm and then I have double chucks which you'll be able to use too. Okay? Doesn't matter which grip, this is still an effective chuck. And now that we're saying this, let's add this one little extra part. So, let's do this. For you guys, I want you to come up with your own spins, putting everything that we had, okay, together. But this, it's exactly the same. Okay, let's do your body roll. Up, through the legs. Okay, now from here, spin it over your hand and catch it. Nice. Now here, when you're in this roll, instead of over your shoulder, we start on the hip. So it goes hip, hip. We just bring it up to the shoulder, it'll roll over your knuckles. Leg, leg, hip, hip, back out.
Back.
So when you go here, you can, remember how I showed you that one yesterday? So you're just passing forward and flipping it back. So I'm not going over the hand. This one's inside the hand. So this is a palm flip. So this is here. My trigger finger just passes it back and I catch it.
Oh, you catch the same one.
That's it. Okay, so again, we're starting from the shoulder. Hip, hip, up, leg, leg, hip, hip, flip.
Oh, flip.
Good, you got it. There goes hip, hip, up, leg, leg, hip, hip, flip. Good? Back up to your shoulder. Here we go. Good. Ready? Hip, hip, up, shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip, flip.
Flip.
Hip,
Hip.
hip, up,
Back.
leg, leg, back, back, flip. One more time. Ready?
I flip it with a different way.
That's all right. That's all right. You're gonna learn to pause. There's a bunch of different flips. Okay, so we're here. Body, body up. Hip, hip. Oh, I screwed it up. I want to take it to my head. One more time. Okay. Body, body up. Hip, hip. Boom, boom. Flip,
Oh, yeah.
flip. Like that.
Hip.
Hip,
Hip.
hip.
Oh, yeah, back.
Hip, hip.
Leg.
Up, leg, leg, and you will screw up, guys. It doesn't matter, okay? It's about feeling it. You can learn how to do these little transitions and not think about it. You're going to be much more effective when it comes down to you actually using this, okay? So one more time. She's going through it. Good. Take it away.
Good. Ready?
Ready from the shoulder.
Down. Back.
Up, leg, leg, hip, hip, flip. Good. Keep it going.
Twist.
Hip,
Back.
up, leg, leg, back, back, flip,
Flip.
into your uppercut.
Uppercuts.
Let's go off the third one on the right. 1, 2, 3, hip, hip, up, leg, leg, back. Flip. Good, hip, hip. Boom, up, down, and back, out.
Then into uppercuts.
And into your uppercuts. Very good. All right, I'm barely able to see forward right now.
Yeah, sun's coming out.
Okay, so very good. So we've got all these things. Think about everything that you've learned, casting, all these types of things that you can do. You don't have to go. You can just go from the shoulder to the leg and then back up. You can just do the upper body. You can put it all together. You can add those wrist flips. Okay, we're still staying on one hand, but later you'll be able to flip them all over the place, you know, as you're doing it. Good. And your next one we'll be talking about is the 360. So far, we've been doing 180 flips. Okay, they're doing this all flip over. Later, watch this one, you're gonna go all the 360 over. 360, see that? 360, one more time. 360, see if you can figure that one out before I teach you.
What did you do it? What did you do?
3, so it's going all the way around, catch it. Yeah.
I'm gonna practice that one.
Yes. All right, guys, so thanks. We're gonna practice this.
Thanks, guys.
We'll be back in a day or two.
Let's finish with
We're gonna start doing early morning so we can get the sun at the beach.
Right.
And before all the chaos goes, oh yes, I'm sorry. So bring it up, okay? Pull it off the elbow, feet together, snap, bring it back into the shoulder, all right? So you got that? So from here, the elbow goes up under, turns back to the shoulder, squeeze it here, drop it down, catch it, walk off cool.